that I believe that my team is going to be okay this season. And I know that's going to be hard to believe since, last time he said something about that, we were not okay. Because, he said that we were going to be on top of the NFC South division in our first podcast collab together. Mm-hmm. And what happens? We were the fourth in that division, and yet the Falcons lost multiple times. They sucked. The Saints weren't really doing good, and I don't know what the heck that was for Tampa. How the fact that they lost in the playoffs, but still, I think that we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right.
They did as well as they could do. Mm-hmm. That's easy. Listen. If Carolina had stayed healthy, like I thought they would, they could have won that division. Because like you just rattled off, Atlanta sucked like they were supposed to.
The Saints are going to be bad unless...
The Saints are good. The Saints don't have a... Well, listen. These people like to say the Saints don't have a quarterback. They have a quarterback.
Yeah,
if they got two people that they paying millions of dollars to play in that position, so they have someone at that position. They just don't have anybody at that position that people that talk a lot on TV like to see and talk about. That's all that is.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
They're going to get them a quarterback. I think it would be cool if Aaron Rodgers went down there. That'd be cool. It'd be crazy to see Aaron Rodgers train Taysom and throw the ball to what's that boy out there? That wide receiver.
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas.
Oh yeah, he's coming back. He was hurt. He was hurt for quite a while. I don't
care. He ain't in Dallas. Congratulations to him feeling better, but no, he's not a Cowboy.
You would have probably said something different if it was Dez Bryant. Probably.
No, when Dez is not Dez is a Cowboy in spirit.
Yeah, true. The same way how I say that,
he will forever be a Cowboy.
Yeah, the same way how I say that Steve Smith and Kelvin Benjamin and Cam Newton and Luke Kuechly and the rest of the people on the defensive side, before and after 2018, they'll always be Panthers in my heart.
Well, see, that's when you really, to me, that's one of the things that shows that you're a real fan.
Yeah.
When you follow a guy after he leaves your team and still say he's one of yours, because, even when T.O. left and went to Buffalo, like T.O. is still, he's still a Cowboy to me. Even with Romo being in the booth, calling games, he's still a Cowboy. Troy is still a Cowboy. Moose Johnson is still a Cowboy.
Troy Pearson.
Who?
Troy Pearson.
Oh, Pearson.
Yeah.
All Cowboys are still poor. I mean, like guys that have gone on to do other things. You mean Drew Pearson?
Yeah, Drew Pearson.
I'm gonna say, who the hell?
My bad.
And who else? To me, Peyton Manning, he's not a Denver Bronco. He got them a ring, but he's a Colt. Peyton is always a Colt. Brady is always a Patriot.
Always.
He is always a Patriot. He went down and proved what he had to prove down in Tampa Bay, but Brady's a Patriot. I know people are mad at him because he didn't. Okay, first of all, no. I know you don't like controversy because I saw your Q&A and everything.
Yeah,
we'll get to that too because you air quoted that. You should have named that episode Aaron quote instead of Q&A. You air quoted the daylights out of that thing.
Yeah, no. If y'all haven't seen that episode already, go ahead and watch that.
Watch that Q&A. Watch that Q&A. Count the Q's and A's in that month. But anyway, no. Where was I?
You were talking about Peyton Manning and
Peyton
Tom
is
Brady.
always, it's Brady. That's what I meant to get to. Tom Brady is always a Patriot. People are upset. I know you don't like controversy. That's what I was talking about because this is a controversial take. Being that people are all up. I don't know where that expression "up in arms" came from. Anyway, they're all up in arms about it's Tom Brady thanking Tampa Bay and not thanking
the
Patriots in New England. Well, he retired. Okay, first of all, New England, y'all got rid of him. He said, "I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing. You know, y'all can do what it takes to keep me."
That's right.
Other than that, I'm out. New England said, "You're done." New England gave up on Tom Brady. Tom Brady said, "I'm not done." He goes down to Tampa Bay, immediately wins a ring. Immediately wins a ring.
Yep.
Then he comes back and almost he's 2 to 3 games. What 2 games away from winning another ring.
Yeah, till the Rams beat him.
He's two or 3 games away from winning another ring. So so then he retires. Okay, he retires with the team that he had just won a ring with and just almost won another ring with. So what he has to do as a professional, as a true professional, I'm gonna thank the people that gave me this chance because of the last team that just got rid of me. I want to thank the people that I'm with now.
Yep.
I want to thank everybody I'm with now. That would be like if I retire from the job I have now, I don't thank them. I go back and I thank my first job. I go ahead and dig him up out the ground and thank him.
Yeah.
For my first job. For giving me my first job. And so I guarantee you, look, the man got class. I've hated him his whole career because, he always beat the Cowboys. He never lost against the Cowboys. He always beat us. But
he always lost against Miami. I'm going to tell you that.
That's interesting, too.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That is quite the conundrum. But I always respected, the fact that the boy was good. I always respected that. But he'll come back, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna go up to New England, and he's gonna give a big speech and all this good crap, and thank the people of New England for his success up there and all that crap. But people need to chill out. They really need to chill out. Quit being so cotton picking sensitive about it. Tom Brady didn't thank us. Yeah, he's so ungrateful. Okay, how many championships did y'all have before him? How many have you had? Excuse me, how many have you had since he's been gone? None. Tom Brady came up there, and I heard this said, I think it was on Levitard, where...
Shout out to them, by the way.
Yeah, word up. Yeah, Stu guys is still an idiot. But that's my dog. No, he's my favorite idiot. He's the stupidest. Anyway, Tom's gonna go up there and he's gonna thank those people and then they're gonna give him a ticker tape parade and we love you, Tom Brady, and all this blah blah. Quit being so sensitive, everybody. It ain't worth all that.
I'm gonna agree to that.
So sensitive. My gosh, everything. Just because don't be offended by everything that comes out of somebody's mouth. Okay? Don't take all of that crap to heart. Don't be that sensitive.
Yeah.
Because they don't make a lotion that's sensitive. They have lotion for sensitive skin, but that's a bit much. That's a bit much.
True.
Let it go.
True.
Don't be that sensitive.
Said by Brian Veeder.
Because listen, I know my teams. Excuse me, I have to pause this. I need to take this.
All right.
Don't be so sensitive. It ain't that bad, everybody. It ain't that bad.
True. Now on with my next question. How do you feel about the Super Bowl How do you feel about it?
I went to sleep before it came on. I woke up in the middle of the first quarter. I watched it there on. I watched Odell Beckham put together one of them Jerry Rice types of games in the Super Bowl, and then he got hurt, and that hurt.
Mm.
The whole game, I was like, yeah, sooner or later, Joe Burrow. Sooner or later, Joe, but it never happened. I'm happy for Matthew Stafford. I'm happy for Jalen Ramsey. I'm happy for Odell. I'm happy for Donald. All those guys.
This is the first time in my life where I'm actually happy for Von Miller because I forever had a grudge against him ever since Super Bowl 50.
Yeah, you can't let go of that game.
I'm like, I let go of it now, but I'm just saying that.
No,
like,
you haven't let go of it.
yes,
If you let go of it, then okay, you did. I'm sorry. Who am I to? But anyway, yeah. I really didn't care if Vaughn won one again or not. I'm just happy that he went from one team to another to win the Super Bowl, and they were able to do it. And he had somewhat, even if minor of an impact, he did have some sort of an impact in the game. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy for him. But the Rams, the coach, Sean McVay, I mean, all those people that the media just went in on about every little detail about their losses and all that. I mean, that's why it's going to be so satisfying when Dallas finally does win one. It may be 100 years from now, but in that 100th year when they do win that Super Bowl, I think the spirits of all the other dead Cowboys and Cowboy fans will all come out and be like, all the ghosts will be like, ooh, we can rest, because they quit talking about us so much. But I was glad for them, and I wouldn't feel too bad if I was Cincinnati, because man, Cincinnati, they weren't supposed to be where they are or where they ended up. I think next year Cincinnati next year is going to be this year's who was that? The Titans. Cincinnati will mess around and win the AFC next year. And be the number one seed. And Buffalo, I'm telling you, Buffalo was a team to do it. But see, Buffalo's been consistent this whole time. They've been building and just getting there and just missing that one little piece and getting knocked down. Get close, then they'll get close again, and then they'll miss that one piece and then get knocked down. And then next year, I will say this, and I know this is going to be controversial, but I don't care.
Don't take anything out of proportion or anything out of context or whatever.
I'm not going to say anything out of context. I mean everything I'm ready to say. Kansas City ain't going to the Super Bowl no more.
All right.
Just like I said, Arizona wasn't going to get anywhere in the Super Bowl.
And where are they now?
Yep.
Ooh, that's the next thing that I'm going to talk about.
Kyler Murray, yeah.
Yeah. Because for what I've heard, he deleted.
Yeah. And at first people thought,
all except for 2 photos on his Instagram page.
He unfollowed. He
unfollowed Arizona.
The team. Yeah. Well, at first they thought it's just because he was trying to,
it's just a phase.
Leverage of sorts for for contract negotiations and everything. Mm-hmm. But no, it was serious. They really are at odds with each other.
Yeah.
I've heard some reports about people talking about Kyler's attitude and how he think he all that, or what he thinks of himself.
What is he, 5'11", 5'5", or something like that?
Nah, he ain't 5'5". I give him 5'11", but he 5'5".
Okay.
They the only position in football they let you be 5'5" would be a kicker or a punter. But you ain't gonna be no 5'5" quarterback. They are not gonna have. You will not have Bill number 13 quarterback Notre Dame, Bilbo Baggins. No, that's.
Well, wasn't Mark Sanchez like? How tall was he?
He wasn't 5'5", no 5'6". I guarantee you, if anything, he was 5'11" or higher.
Okay.
Because that's one of the things against quarterbacks, man. They don't want you to be short. You got to be a
He's 5'11" or higher. Yeah.
Oh yeah. A very tall 5'11", because even Drew Brees, I don't think Drew 5'10".
I was thinking more like 5'9".
Oh well, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what he is, but he ain't tall. I'm taller than he is.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably taller than he is. What are you? What 6'7"?
I think I'm still a 5'6", 5'5", but still.
6'5". Good Jesus, that's some length. I remember when you were just 18 inches long. Now you're 6'5". You're an area code now. What's the 655? What area code is that? Look that up. Go ahead and get the next question or whatever. I'm gonna look up what area code it is.
Okay. What do you think Deshaun is going to? What team do you think Deshaun Watson is going to? Are you saying that because of Brian being with Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me 3 reasons without using Brian. Give me 3 reasons without using Brian.
He's the beginning and end of it all.
Okay. Like you can use Deshaun, but you can't use Brian. So you put down one.
The only reason why he's going up there is because of Brian Flores. You can't separate him.
Okay. All right. Where do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to go to? Because I still say Denver. I'm a forever say Denver.
Well, his 655 is in Canada.
Ah, okay. So. All right.
Found that out.
655 is in Canada, people.
And what was that again? What was the other question?
Where's Aaron Rodgers going? Because I say Denver.
He's going to hell for now. Just kidding. Green Bay.
He's going to resign in Green Bay?
He's going to stay in Green Bay. He knows everything in Green Bay. He doesn't have to learn anybody new. He knows what he's in and what he has to deal with there.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he would have gone to like Jacksonville or New Orleans, San Francisco. Yeah, Vegas. One of those, either Vegas, Frisco, New Orleans, or Jacksonville was where I, as a fan of the game, would have enjoyed seeing him go play in those locations. But that's all I got on Aaron. I ain't got nothing. He's too much of a hot button to touch right now because of his COVID stance, and I don't.
Okay.
He can have them politics.
Okay. Now this is going to be a hard pill to swallow, but
I don't do pills. It's got to be in like liquid form because my throat's sensitive.
But what do you think about Patrick Mahomes' situation at this point with his with his wife and with his brother and whatnot?
Oh Lord, what are they doing? His wife going with his brother? Oh Lord.
No, no.
I thought you weren't going to do controversy on your podcast.
No, it's not.
Patrick Mahomes'
It's nothing like that. No, it's nothing like that. It's just that it's how the energy that they give off. Like it's the kind of energy to where you would want, but it's not the kind of energy that you really need.
Okay.
Because for one, his brother, Patrick Mahomes' brother, I remember he danced on Sean Taylor's retirement jersey.
Oh, okay,
day.
we're going into that. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, and what's your question on that? What's my thoughts on that? Or
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? That's my question.
Okay, let's say the podcast, your podcast jumps off and it does all the stuff you want it to do.
Trying to get to 10K subs, everybody. Just want y'all let y'all know.
And for now,
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
You go and you become this thing on YouTube or any level of the or any platform or whatever. And you become super popular and all that, and you have endorsements and sponsors and all that stuff, and then it's like the more money, more problems thing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
When you in some cases, the people that obtain the fame can't handle what comes with that fame. The attention and the level of attention and a touching that goes on when you reach a certain level of fame and stardom.
Yeah.
Along with the person that is famous not being able to handle it, the people around them sometimes can't handle that either. Mm-hmm. So Pat has learned, and that's what's weird because Pat's father was a professional athlete, so he knows how to handle it. That's why I don't understand why his wife and his brother, some people just don't know how to handle it. And they just are just going to act a certain way because they don't, I ain't going to say they don't know any better because I have 2 kids. Well, two children that I brought in this world. That's just you and your sister. And
yep.
I can't, can't say that, hey, they need to grow up or they need to, that's no. I would just, all I can say is maturity. I wouldn't do it like that. Uh-huh. That's all I can say about them. Because that's just who they are. To some people, they're just buttholes. And to other people, but I do the same thing. People are different. People are different. People are Dallas Cowboy fans or they're stupid. You got different types of people.
Yeah. Because like I said before, with his brother, he danced on Sean Taylor's retirement jersey day, and when the Chiefs won their first or second playoff win in the season, Brittany Matthews, or I should say Brittany Mahomes, since they're married and they have a kid, but Brittany Mahomes opened up a bottle of champagne and like splashed it all around other Kansas City Chiefs fans. Now the problem with that is that like on that playoff day, it was like 20, 30 degrees outside. And like that dorm, it's not no inside dorm, it's an outside dorm. That's the that's the problem.
Okay.
I can understand that if it was like
like we were saying earlier, or like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
That's being real sensitive. True. People are upset because she was spraying celebratory champagne on a cold day.
It was like 20, 30 degrees.
Listen.
There's a difference between.
Listen. Okay, if you become an athlete, and you become a professional athlete, whether you're the star on that team or not, you're on that team and you're in the room and you're in the locker room when they're celebrating, and you're in the area wherever when they're celebrating. That champagne pop. I don't care if it's Alaska. Oh, excuse me. I don't care if we're in Alaska, Switzerland, the mountains of Colorado, and it's 10 degrees outside. If you're the champion and you won something, that not everybody, man, there are people that be in that cotton picking league for 15 to 20 years and never even sniff a playoff game. Mike Golick played, 11, 12 years, played one wild card game. That was his whole. You got guys that played for Cleveland for all them years and never even made it to a playoff game. So it's worth celebrating when you win a playoff game or you win to make it in the playoff. You got to celebrate that crap and go all in because you don't know if you're going to ever get there again. when y'all won when Carolina made it to the Super Bowl last time, wouldn't you love to just go back and say, I wish I could celebrate when we won the division, then when we won that first playoff game, then when we won the NFC, and then when we made it, and then we played in the Super Bowl. I missed that feel. You would love to celebrate that again because you ain't been able to celebrate nothing since then other than first downs. Oh man, I remember last time we made the first. I mean, so That's why I'm not gonna be quick to say that they need to act a certain way or do us because especially in that situation, man, I don't care where I am. It's like if the person I'm married to, wins something on that level, champagne. If the champagne get on you, I'm sorry, or I'll autograph it for you, however you want it.
Okay.
But I'm doing that. Now, that boy stepping on Sean Taylor's jersey is just disgraceful.
Yeah.
And that's some immature.
While videotaping it and putting it, well, not videotaping, but doing a TikTok dance.
That's just straight up
disrespectful
and wrong, and I have no way. There's no way around that. But the whole celebrating, and it's not just something taken up for his wife because she's a woman and she's fine. All of that. No, that was just I can understand her in that situation. I can totally understand that. Even though, and then you'll have those that say, but she should know better than that because she wasn't like that when they won the Super Bowl and she didn't do it. Okay, but because she saw them make it to one and didn't win it, she knows that you got to appreciate every step. You better celebrate every single solitary chance you get to celebrate because there are some things that you ain't gonna get to celebrate all the time.
Now, at first, what I've heard about like all the crazy stuff that his wife is doing, I was thinking, it's like I'm not being misogynistic nor any
You're not explaining that. Go ahead.
Feminist, but what I thought was that okay, maybe she's going through one of those changes, like the changes after you've had a baby because she had a baby I think a few days,
okay.
yeah, a few days before a few days before that Super Bowl against Kansas City and Tampa.
No, I don't think.
I thought it was one of those things.
I don't think women biological issues had anything to do with it. I think that was the only biological issue that was going on in that moment was the fact that woman was biologically happy, and she was celebrating. And I would have done the same thing, and I would salute any one of my 20 million women that would have celebrated like that when. If I had accomplished something like that. No, what made me laugh right there, I was thinking about the weird contrast between how I am with women and how one of your resolutions or whatever is
New Year's resolutions for me to get a girl.
Get a girl.
That wasn't really one of my
That's what made me laugh when
I
said it. I'm like, wow, his resolution is to get one. And
no, that wasn't my resolution. The question was, what was one thing that I want to accomplish in this year? Which of course I added my two New Year's resolution, but I have more. Besides those two New Year's resolutions I had, which I included about like staying blessed and getting a girlfriend and passing high school, or at least passing the 10th grade.
Yeah, 1 year at a time per resolution.
Just say it.
That's what's up. No, I'm not knocking any of that. I didn't because I'm telling you, man, that whole Q&A episode was very interesting to me. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I don't edit his stuff. Just let him just go raw. Because a year from now, you're gonna look at as you progress and doing your shows and your recordings and everything. You're gonna look back at some of your earlier ones and you're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe that's how I did it back then. Oh,
I'm laughing because I can actually see that happening.
Yeah.
I can actually see that happening.
I know it's gonna happen. Because I've looked at some of the videos I did on. I look back at some of the videos I did when I did videos on YouTube. And
yeah, I remember those days.
I was like, really, Brian Rena? That's you a trip. I look back at him and I say you a trip. I don't look back at it and be like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. I was no, never ashamed of anything I do.
I'm like, I did that Q&A because I figured it would be fun and funny for some people.
Because it was just raw.
And also, like, since, raw. Like, it's been a while since I've actually done a real episode for, like, 3 weeks.
Did you like right before you did that, just wrote down the questions, or you would read them off or something?
Yeah, because, like, this is off topic for this, episode, but, like, I went on Instagram and Snapchat and said, yo, ask me something and I'll answer it on YouTube. Only one person, which I mentioned in the video, texted me and sent me the questions, into which I knew that I was going to, like, forget at least one of them, so into which I wrote it down. And since that other day, since I was having technical difficulties with my computer.
Into which?
Yes, into which.
I mean, no, go ahead. That's I can dig into which.
Yeah, like, into which, saying that, like, since I knew that I was going to forget those questions, I wrote it down. And since, like, my computer and the new mic that I got for Christmas was not really acting right that day before, I recorded it off of my phone, into which is what I'm doing right now. And now that I have my computer working and my mic working, I will also, like, have this uploaded on Spoon. I'm gonna help y'all out with that. Spoon is like an app to, like, it's kind of like Twitch, but you don't show your face and you, like.
Why are you explaining this to me like I'm really
I'm
that old and everything? Like,
yep.
Spoon ain't one of them little things you eat your cereal with. Man, what was Spoon? That's what Spoon is. Okay.
Hush. But yeah.
Is there a fork app?
No. But anyway, on to the next question.
Knife?
No.
Ladle?
What?
A ladle. That's
what is your Super Bowl prediction? I'm like, hey, I know it's early, but what is your Super Bowl prediction for the next coming out Super Bowl?
Buffalo.
Buffalo versus
Dallas.
Okay. Are you sure it's gonna be Buffalo? Because
No, you know what? I'm sure it's gonna be Buffalo, but I'm not sure it's gonna be Dallas.
Because that's what I said before with Buffalo and my Panthers.
It's gonna be somebody in the NFC that it's gonna be really disappointing if they get that far and don't do it. It won't be Dallas. Dallas is gonna lose in the second round of the playoffs next year. We'll win the first game. We gonna get home. No, we ain't gonna get home field because that'll be even more embarrassing to win the NFC and then not make it. Mm-hmm. We'll play that first game at home. That second game on the road is the one we gonna lose. That divisional round is the one we gonna lose. I think Frisco ain't going back. The only way Frisco would go back is if Aaron Rodgers goes. If Aaron Rodgers goes to Frisco and Frisco goes to the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers will retire. But other than that, yeah, Buffalo and Frisco. No,
Buffalo and Cowboys.
No, we ain't going next year.
Okay.
Dallas ain't going next year. We ain't going until Sean Payton get there. Year after next.
I will forever say Panthers versus someone else until I actually see it.
Y'all ain't gonna get past us if y'all don't even get that far in the playoffs. I mean, I do what I can to lift your spirits, but
I know.
I can't like y'all like that because
I say the Panthers and Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You're that scared of Lamar Jackson?
No, I'm not scared of him.
You think he's gonna be able to go through the AFC with that? Because he's by himself.
True.
He's the only thing. He's the only thing you have to worry about in Baltimore. Think about that. He's the only thing you have to worry about. The only thing. Your whole game plan is what can we do to stop him?
True.
All other teams, you got the person and other people. You got Mahomes, Tyreek, Kelsey, the Allaire.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You got multiple. It's a multi-headed snake. And even Aaron Rodgers, you got Devontae Adams, but you put everybody on Devontae, and everybody else out there becomes a target.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, multiple weapons. I'm a fan, so it wouldn't be fair to get into all of them. You know, it's, and I mean teams that are actually feared. You know, I can understand being scared of even Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
You scared of. You're concerned about Tannehill, but you scared of Derrick Henry.
Yes. So, yeah.
You know what I mean? So no, the reason I asked because the reason I said about Lamar because he's all that's up there. I don't think they ain't gonna get to the AFC Championship unless the other teams in playoffs just get COVID. And
so what happened to Hollywood Brown? Antonio Brown's cousin?
I guess you need to go back to Hollywood because I even got what was out there. I mean, they ain't going nowhere. Baltimore ain't going nowhere.
All right.
Tennessee is going to be
fine.
Another disappointment.
All right.
Because they keep putting all that faith in Tannehill. Now, one of the other things I heard is that Aaron Rodgers was thinking about going to Tennessee. He bought some property in Tennessee. But no, I don't see that. That would be, okay. It all depends on where Aaron Rodgers goes. Okay. If he stays in Green Bay, I'm going. Oh boy, that NFC is so tricky though.
True.
It ain't Frisco. The Rams ain't gonna go back. The Rams ain't going back like that. Dallas will get back there before the Rams do.
I can't see the Giants going anywhere.
The Giants ain't gonna make the only reason the Giants make the playoffs is because they in the NFC East in our division. And you can come in second place in that division and get in the playoffs like Philadelphia did last year.
True.
So, you know, it's not a stretch to say that the Giants will make it to the playoffs because they're in the NFC. Dallas is going to win the NFC East. And it's just, you know, whoever comes in behind them will get one of them the wild card tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But dang, the NFC, man, I don't know. But whoever it is, Buffalo going to kill them unless it's Frisco or if Aaron goes to Tennessee, it'll be Dallas. Oh, that'd be awesome. McCartney against Aaron Rodgers. That'd be real good. Tennessee Dallas would be a fun Super Bowl because of the storyline, but real improbable, highly improbable, highly unlikely.
Okay.
Next question. I got rambling.
Where do you think Russell Wilson is going to be with, and where do you think Jim Harbaugh's brother is going to be, if he ever decides to go back to the NFL?
They were saying that Harbaugh was going to be in Miami, but when the Miami owners turned into the Wicked Witch of the South, and Jim Harbaugh was like, nah, I'm going to stay up here in Michigan for a minute longer. Appreciate it, though, partner. When he comes out, he's going to go coach Chicago.
Okay.
Because he used to play for the Bears, so he'll coach him.
Okay.
Plus, it'll be good for him to help Fields. I think he'll be good to develop Fields. And what was the other question?
Russell Wilson. Where do you think Russell Wilson is going to be?
What?
Because as you can tell, I think of that dude. I'm thinking Panthers and
I say Panthers. Bring him to Miami and let Tua learn.
Maybe
from
Miami.
Him. It would if he didn't want to win so bad, and he just really wanted to end his career on.
Shoot, I'm even thinking of the Lions. I don't see that happening.
No, ain't nobody going to Detroit. The cars that are made in Detroit don't even want to be in Detroit.
That's sad. That's actually sad.
Did I say that on? I said it on here, didn't I? Dang.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but
I ain't never been to Detroit.
Please don't unfollow me for this.
I don't. Oh no.
Okay. All right.
God dog it, I don't know. But it's alright. It's not a crime. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Next.
Now on to the NBA. What the heck is going on? Because honestly, the last time I actually paid attention to the NBA was when they kept on saying that Russell Westbrook was going to be out of LA Lakers.
I'm so confused about what's going on in the NBA now. I don't know. My Lakers suck. It's a crying shame. I went from having to defend the Cowboys and how they suck in basketball stars, and I got to defend how my Lakers suck. Then I bet you when baseball season come in, I got to defend how my Yankees gonna suck. And I ain't checked on my Vegas Golden Knights as far as my hockey team. So,
yeah, I'm not really a hockey guy.
But I think Manchester United is doing quite well in football. Yes,
okay.
Yes. So as long as that's, but actually Manchester United has been playing well for over decades now.
Okay.
So that team's all right. In the NBA, Ja Morant is the best thing to watch, other than Steph Curry. Philadelphia is gonna. I would like to see Philadelphia win it this year.
Even with James Harden on the team now?
I would like to see Philadelphia do it.
Wow.
For Embiid, I've never liked Harden.
Yeah, you've told me that multiple times.
I've never liked him, not even a little bit. There were other players that I didn't like and still respected their game. And then later, developed a liking for him. Like Dwayne Wade, I didn't like Dwayne Wade as a human being or as a ball player because of something he had said on this charity show one time, this celebrity charity thing one time. And from that second on, I was like, man, I never want to see you play another game again. I hope you spend the rest of your career. And he did spend the rest of his career pretty much hurt after that now. And I hated being happy about that. But, that was when I was sensitive, and I shouldn't have been so sensitive. You shouldn't be that sensitive about that. So I got over that crap and everything, and then developed a cool respect for Dwayne Wade. I'm telling you, Dwayne, that's a good dude. I mean, I even felt guilty about disliking him the way I did when he was out there. That's a real daddy. That boy's that's a pop. That's a daddy there, boy. That's a real good dude.
I think I still follow him on Instagram, but yeah,
that's a good dude.
He's a good man.
That's a good man, dog. Now, but when I didn't like him, I ain't like him. And I stand by not liking him when I did like him. I did not like him. I mean, I remember when I did like him when I saw him just make Baron Davis look like garbage. I think Baron was a guard in New Orleans when they were the New Orleans Hornets, and I think Wade was like a rookie, and I think it was the first round of playoffs, and I didn't even know who Dwayne Wade was, but I knew who Baron Davis was, and Baron was one of my favorite guys, favorite players to watch play, and he had a cool attitude when it came to the game, and he was fun to watch. And Dwayne Wade made him look like me, and I was like, who is this dude? God, he was fun to watch. Then I saw that celebrity charity thing he had did, and he had said something. I was like, I don't like him no more. I never want to see him because he just made me mad the rest of his career. Because he ended up getting Shaq from COVID, and he won a ring with him. And I always said Dwayne wouldn't have nothing if it hadn't been for help. He always had to have Shaq, or he had to have. I mean, I really despised him as an athlete. Mm-hmm. I really did. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Now back into NFL for about 5 minutes.
I get on Dwayne Wade. Go ahead.
We were talking about NBA, but what was your favorite Super Bowl that you watched?
One of my favorite ones. I remember watching the '85 Super Bowl between the Bears and the Patriots. That was at 55-10. And the Super Bowl commercials were boring this year too. One of the other ones, I watched the Boomer Esiason Joe Montana battle in '88-'89. I watched that Super Bowl. I was at my grandmama's house and watched that. Oh man, all three of the Super Bowls that Dallas won in the '90s. The Super Bowl when Doug Williams won, the first black quarterback. The Super Bowl when Chicago and the Colts played with Tony Dungy against Lovie Smith. Two black head coaches, man. I mean, it was just a moment. I didn't care who won. I wanted both of them to lose because now one of them was Dallas. But yeah, I'm that deep. Now, as far as exciting to see, Tom Brady coming back 27-3 in that Super Bowl when they came back on it and beat Atlanta. Because that whole time
that was actually a good Super Bowl that I got to watch a little bit of.
To sit and watch, I mean that whole time I was like,
even that surprises me.
There's no way he's gonna come. There's no way they'll let them come back. There's no way they won.
Yeah.
I mean that's how it was.
But that's a real surprise to me.
That one game can't really compare. That was, at that particular moment in time, that was the most exciting game I'd ever seen and one of the best games I'd ever seen on the football field. Mm-hmm. Basketball is a bunch of buzzer beaters I've seen.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick.
I'm glad you didn't pick basketball. God, there's a few of them.
Because the only one that I can remember is the one game when Larry Bird said, "Hey, I'm finna be in this corner. I'm gonna shoot. There's nothing you can do about it." I didn't see that because I was born yet, but he told me about it.
Yeah.
Actually, we're watching like some kind of document.
Yeah, we were watching a documentary that was on, but I watched that game when it actually happened. I watched the game when Michael Jordan hit the shot over Craig Elo.
That dude said, "Hey, I'm finna be in this corner. I'm gonna shoot it.
I'm gonna shoot it.
There's nothing you can do about it."
He told Michael Cooper and James Worthy, Coop, Jimmy, they're gonna throw me the ball. They're gonna pass me the ball over there in the corner, and ain't a nothing thing you can do about it. Mikhail inbounds the ball to Bird. Bird throws up the shot. Just like that. But football, that game, that Tom Brady comeback against Atlanta at that particular moment in time was the best game. That was a game that you would actually watch on a rerun. You would actually watch it over.
Like, how you going to go from being in a lead throughout the remaining of the first, second, and part of the third quarter?
But it's different when you're in a lead in a game and when you're in a lead in the Super Bowl. This is where when you get a lead, you do like Odell. You go out there and you play until they got to carry you off. You give everything you got. Atlanta was supposed to have been trying to score on field goal range, kick it. Just work to get in field goal range. Just keep putting numbers up there. But no, they were like, it's 27-3. It's 27-6. 13. 27-26. We lost. So that ain't the life you want to live. But what I was trying to build up to saying was that they have been able to put on some good games before then and up until that game. But the games they played in the playoffs this year, other than that, who was that? Buffalo, Cincinnati, the one that was like 6-9. It was a real low one that ended on a field goal. Other than that game, every game in the playoffs this year was a nail biter. The Aaron Rodgers game, the Brady game, the NFC Championship, the AFC Championship. I mean, those the games that led up to that Patrick Mahomes and Judge and
the Browns for me. That's why I say back in one playoff game.
That was
Odell was for the Browns.
That was good. That was the last year.
That was a really good one.
That was good.
I bet $5 on that one.
That Mahomes was that Josh Allen?
Yeah, it was Josh Allen with Buffalo and Mahomes.
When they just kept going back and forth, and they scored. I think them boys scored more points in like 2 minutes than like previous teams that scored in like whole games. The man had 14 seconds left to win a game or get in position to win a game, and did so. When ordinarily 14 seconds is doomed. You're doomed if you got 4. But it's weird. You watch that game and you're like, I believe he can do that. I believe 14 seconds is too much. When 14 seconds is too much time on the clock, you know that football is different. 14 seconds is the time you need in a basketball game. That's 2 possessions.
I'm like, for me, 14 seconds is like it's like enough time in like a Madden game to where because it's not with the Madden games. It's not like how it is in like the real life games where like as soon as it gets to a certain time, you gotta not spike it, but quarterback kneel it. While in the game, 14 seconds, all you gotta do is like, it depends on how far you are, but all you gotta do is just throw that ball to a wide receiver. Hopefully that wide receiver catches it, and if there's like 5 or 3 seconds for 5 or 3 seconds, and you're near like field goal range, or you're down by 3 points, you have 2 options with that. You can either give it to the wide receiver, make sure the wide receiver catches it and run to his touchdown in order to win, or have the wide receiver have him run out of bounds and tie the game up. Where all you need is about 3 points to tie it up and win it. While in real life, that's doom.
Exactly. In real life, that is doom.
You in trouble.
Doom. If you're way back in your own end of the field and you got 14 seconds left, you're doomed. You are doomed.
In trouble.
And Pat Mahomes just made it look like, I just need about 2, and he did it in 2 passes. And then that's the crazy thing, the 2 people they gonna give it to, Kelsey or
Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
And then you spend 2 people on both of them, set up a defense that covers them the whole time, and what happens? You leave Tyreek Hill open in the flat, touchdown. Or he gets in field goal range, field goal, ball game. I mean, that's just wild. I can't explain that. But anyway, what else you got?
Who is going to be picked out for free agency? Because I honestly haven't really been paying attention.
I don't even know who's out there now. I need to look that up.
Okay.
I haven't even paid attention. College was boring. College football was boring this year, so I don't even know who's coming out. I've heard stories about a quarterback coming out of Liberty College.
Yeah, Liberty College.
That's like a Christian school or something. That's interesting.
I believe so.
But other than that, I don't know. The basketball All-Star game is coming on in another few hours or so. I don't know if I'll watch it.
I might do a live stream on Instagram to watch that game.
You gonna do that? Yeah.
I probably might.
You do that. Because you got more folk following you. I'm on. Yeah.
Yeah. My next question is, who do you think your guys, as a Cowboy friend, what do you think that your Cowboys need from the draft?
A coach. I wish you can draft coaches.
Well, you're not happy with
McCarthy?
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with him when we got him.
Okay.
I did like him when we got him because I thought he's better than he was an upgrade.
I thought he was better too. I even thought he was better than
a major upgrade than Garrett.
Matt Rule, which is actually true.
No, Matt Garrett. I mean, whoever Garrett. What was Garrett's first name? I forgot his name.
I don't even know who you're even talking about.
Garrett, the coach for the Cowboys, used to coach the Garrett Cowboys.
Myles Garrett, I think.
No, the coach for the Cowboys. Jason.
Yeah.
See? And that's what's funny too. No,
it's actually funny.
No,
You've been a Cowboys fan for as long as you can remember, and yet you can't even remember the coach that y'all used to have for like.
I wanted him gone that bad.
Half of the Gen Z generation.
I wanted him gone that bad. Listen, the boy was so horrible. The Giants didn't even keep him a full season as offensive coordinator. Because remember, he started the season as a offensive coordinator of sorts for the Giants.
Don't some of them do?
And then not from other teams like that. He was the head coach. He was the head coach for Dallas. And he went to one of the teams we despise. And they was like, nah, y'all kept him for 10 years. We can't even keep him for 10 weeks. He sucks. I ain't heard his name since.
That is true, because you forgot his name.
Forgot
his first name. You can remember the last name, but you couldn't remember his first name.
I remember the boys was Garrett. I
remember a Garrett, but there's many Garretts in this world.
That's what they called him, Pat Garrett, the guy that ran with Billy the Kid. He was Garrett Morrison from Saturday Night Live back before you were born.
You're a whole Cowboy fan. Both team and Western.
Good Lord. I remember every single... I remember Barry Switzer. I remember the Big Tuna. Jason Parcells. Coach Parcells. I remember
Bill?
Bill, yeah. I remember when, of course, the legend. Wow, he's a legend, and I forgot his name. Tom Landry and Jimmy Johnson.
That's who I was thinking of.
I've known all of our coaches. What's his name? We had another one. The one after Barry Switzer. The little fat chubby boy. I forgot his name, but I see his face. I don't remember
much on the Cowboys.
But I remember our coaches. I remember all the coaches from when I was a kid and when I started following them. But that Garrett boy, I think we try to block them years out mentally. We try to forget those years.
I see what my team needs is a good tight end, a nice better backup running back for Christian McCaffrey, and should we give Cam a
better
plays? Chance? Yeah, better plays, and should we give Cam another chance or not? Because
keep Cam.
That has been on my mind for a very long time.
Be there. You need somebody there that wants to be there, wants to build up the team.
Because this has been on my mind for quite a long time. Because what I kept on hearing from you was to rehab Cam, train Sam Darnold, and this was the conversation to where I was talking about some how I was hoping that Brian Flores could be like our quarterback coach so that we could get Deshaun Watson. That was in the episode to where I didn't upload because it was a little bit too long, but still. I said, if we had the possibility to get Brian Flores and get Deshaun Watson, that would mean that we can have Deshaun Watson as our starter, rehab Cam, and train Sam Darnold. So, because like you said before, Brian Flores is a really good coach.
Brian Flores is about to be he's the next head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
That's why they snatched him up.
I can actually see that happen.
You know, every podcast and every
what was it, Mike Tillman?
Every podcast I listen to, every radio show that I listen to, said that there's no way that anybody would even interview Flores, much less give him a job. He'll never coach on any level again in the NFL.
Okay.
And who picks him up?
The Steelers.
The Steelers. Why is that so significant? It's because the Steelers organization is from where we get the whole Rooney Rule from, because it was named after one of the owners of the Steelers, one of the past owners of one of the Rooneys that died. The Rooney Rule was named after him. So how fitting is it that the one that's saying that teams are skirting around the Rooney Rule to keep from interviewing black coaches is to hire that coach, and the team whose owner created the rule hires the guy. That is brilliant. That's brilliant on behalf of Pittsburgh, and it's brilliant on behalf of Flores to take the job. Because I will tell you this, I hate Pittsburgh.
I'm a Super Bowl rivals.
Fan. I'm a Cowboys fan, so yeah, naturally, like dogs hate cats, and and worms, birds hate worms, and want to kill them and eat them. It's just what it is. I hate the Steelers, but I respect the Steelers because as an organization, they are very, very well run.
The same way how I respect the Patriots and Denver.
I don't respect the Patriots like
I respect certain people in the Patriots.
To me, it's just organization-wise, it's just the Steelers are the only ones that I respect.
Okay.
They're the only ones I respect because they're the only. I mean, think about it, man. They've had three. The team's been out all them years. They've only had 3 coaches. Was it Knox, Tomlin, and the one who always be spitting on people?
Okay.
On CBS, him.
Coach Cal?
Cal, yeah. I just know him for spitting all the time, but
okay.
They're run well, man. They are run very well, and I mean they took a chance and they brought in Tomlin because Miami didn't hire Tomlin because they said he was too hip hop. That's before Tomlin went to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Miami was going to hire him as a head coach, but the owner said, nah, he's too hip hop. He gets along with, which meant he got along with the players too good. So what happened? He goes up there, and the next year was when Pittsburgh won a Super Bowl. Could have been Miami.
Speaking of Miami, no, not Miami. Speaking of a team, period, in the NFL, Urban Meyer. What do you think?
I don't.
I've been waiting to talk about this, but I was wondering when would be the right time.
I'm making real shout and real plain. He ain't even worth talking about. The boy's a waste of time, a waste of flesh. He didn't belong in the NFL.
A waste of flesh?
Waste of flesh. His mom and daddy should have just kissed each other and hugged each other instead of creating him. I think that people like him just shouldn't be around.
Okay.
I hate what he did with Trevor Lawrence's initial.
I didn't like that either.
Step in the NFL.
Because he's a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback.
He needs what he needs.
He ended up, with an idiotic demon monkey as a quote, air quotes quote. I get to do the benaiah.
Gosh.
He's man, bump Urban Meyer. He's a waste of flesh. He should have been in a tissue. He should have been in his daddy's in the tissue.
Certain area, but Miami. What do you think about Tua? What do you think about him?
I feel sorry for him. He ain't gonna be cut by 2 years. He ain't gonna be in the league no more.
Okay. Okay.
He's not going to start. And Kyler Murray better sign that contract and sit down and shut up. Because you're already short. You ain't accomplished nothing. See, just like I told you, see.
Well, he's better than Josh Rosen.
I don't care for it.
Okay.
If it's Drew Brees is the only short quarterback, Drew Brees and Russell Wilson are the only short quarterbacks that have been successful in the NFL.
And won a Super Bowl.
Exactly. That's why. That's how you measure.
At least a Super Bowl or two, at least.
At least been to two, and what have you? Either way, both of them got one. Mm-hmm. Kyler, Tua, and your boy up in Cleveland, you got to accomplish something. Yeah, Baker, you got to accomplish something first. You can't just be short and flashy. You got to be short and
only brought them to one playoff game.
Well, actually, and a lot of that I don't blame on Baker. I blame it on the organization. Just like Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. Look what happens when you take him out of Detroit.
True.
Because now it's got me thinking, well, damn. Look at what happened with Tannehill.
Yeah, I was actually about to say that.
You took him out of Miami, and look who he became.
You for real take people out. You for real take people out of that team and put them in another team like Ryan Tannehill. Stuck in Miami. Bring that dude to Tennessee and he's balling. Right now with Matthew Stafford, been with Detroit, completely wasn't really good. Even with and without Calvin Johnson and Golden Tate. Send this dude to LA. Send this dude to the Rams. First year with the Rams. Goes to the Super Bowl. Wins it.
And not just goes to it and wins. Is a very, very, very vital part in them winning the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Because if that boy didn't have the energy and the spark that he put in that first quarter, I don't think they would have won that game. Because Odell went out there and said, "Look, y'all,
we finna win this Super Bowl.
We winning this thing, man. We got to win this now. We got to win." Because because that's why, again, it goes back to why I don't fault Mahomes' family for his wife.
And his brother.
No, I excuse his wife, not his brother. Because what his brother did was disrespectful. But I don't.
Right. I'll take that.
I don't fault his wife for celebrating like she did, because the Miami Dolphins would kill to be able to celebrate
a playoff win.
Oh yeah, they would kill for a playoff win. To be able to celebrate one. To be able to pop the champagne and celebrate down there in Miami over a win, man, golly.
Yeah, because last time I remember, what you told me is that the last time they were in the Super Bowl, or at least been in the playoffs for a while, was back when Dan Marino was playing.
They went to the Super Bowl in 81.
When Dan Marino was playing.
Dan Marino never went back. So if Dan Marino never celebrated before that game, he never got to really celebrate the rest of his life, any accomplishments the rest of his life. You have got to. I don't know who was the super righteous whatever that told people that when good things happen to you, just take it and nod with it like, yes, thank you. I'm glad this has happened for me and I feel good about it. Nah, you celebrate. That's why you feel like that on the inside when those good things happen for you, is because the reason why it's in you to say yeah is because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to.
I'm like, hey, I was screaming on the top of my lungs when I saw the Rams beat the Buccaneers in the playoffs. I was happy about that. Yeah. Me, Izzy, Uncle Roby, and Aunt Mark, well, mainly me and Izzy, were screaming.
Okay,
out of joy.
Put it to you like this. I remember when the Bulls were playing against the Suns in the finals. It was Charles Barkley against Michael Jordan. And I mean, y'all see Charles now, and the way he's shaped, he wasn't shaped like that back then.
I believe that.
Charles Barkley was a monster. He wasn't fat.
That's what I've heard.
He was big, and he could dunk. He could shoot threes. He could move the ball. Charles bring the ball up the court. Chuck could dribble. Chuck had to handle it. And anyway, I remember that game. As a matter of fact, I remember that game. Okay, that was the game. That was the finals where Michael didn't hit the game-winning shot. Paxson did. I think it was Michael that passed it down to Horace Grant, or Horace got that rebound, and instead of throwing it back up, Horace kicked it out to John Paxson, who lined up and hit a three and won the game.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you a better one. Michael's last shot in Chicago. I remember where I was, and I remember watching him hit that shot. I was at my grandma's.
Watch The Last Dance on Netflix. You'll get a better understanding.
Yeah, they that shot against the Jazz, against the Utah Jazz in the finals with Michael, because I mean it was so beautiful. I was nervous because even as a Laker fan, you wanted that for Michael. As a basketball fan, you just wanted because you were watching something that will never happen again, and hadn't happened again. But this man came down and made that move, and Byron Russell went flying by, and he shot the shot, and he posed. And it's crazy when he posed. I saw when he posed, and I saw that, I was like, I really thought, I was like, oh, that's it. It's over anyway. He ain't gonna play for them no more. It's over. It really is over. Wow. We just watched the end. We just watched the end of one of the most awesome basketball careers ever.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, that was it for the Bulls, and that was one of the most exciting things I'd ever seen. Because you did not expect that. That boy hit that shot. I mean, even though Michael was known for, hitting clutch moment shots or whatever, he didn't hit all of them. Because he'll even tell you, he didn't hit all the game winners. He didn't hit every shot he was supposed to. If that was the case, he would never have missed one. But he didn't hit every shot that he wished he had made. But man, when he hit that shot, it was as a fan, it was like hitting that shot with him. And I jumped up and down, and I pumped myself. I was like, my God, that was bad. When Kobe and Shaq came back against Portland, they was down. Man, they was down by 20-something points in that game. I remember that because we had I remember that. I remember all the things. But anyway,
yeah. They
came back, and it was an alley. It was an alley-oop that Kobe threw up to Shaq. And, what's his name? Not Marv Albert, the other commentator.
Let's just call him Bob.
Anyway, Bob, thank you.
Yeah.
That's who it was, Bob Costas. It was Bob. Thank you. I'm glad we are going to call him Bob. It was Bob Costas. Bob Costas said, Kobe, to Shaq. And I never forget that. To Shaq. He threw it up, man, and Shaq put his elbow, his arm, like right here, just below his elbow, was all over the rim. He boom, and Portland called a timeout. That was that one, and when Michael hit that shot was most exciting shots I'd ever seen. And when LeBron got his first one in Miami, I was happy for him. That felt real good to watch him get that ring. It felt real good to watch that boy celebrate being the champion.
All right.
But anyway, that's so you want me wrapping it up?
Now, well, almost. Now, for the last thing, what we're gonna do is play this game. I'm gonna say 10 things. It could either be a team, maybe a building, or a person, and you just gotta give me one word that'll define that thing or that person. All right.
So it's like word association. You give me a word, and I tell you what comes in my head when you give me the word.
Yes.
Okay, let's go with that.
Shout out to Ray Lewis. I thought of that from that. Please do not copyright this or anything else. But
he ain't gonna hear it. It's all right. Go ahead.
All right, true. Cowboys.
And Indians. Nah, just kidding. That's racist.
Please.
Second round of playoffs.
All right. Okay, that's the first one. Yeah, okay. Panthers.
Will make the playoffs. The pretty cat.
All right. Bon Secours.
Bon Secours?
Yeah.
It's a better arena than it is a hospital. Go ahead.
All right. I'm just gonna classify that as one word. John Madden.
Legend.
All right.
Mm.
Lakers.
Get on my nerves sometimes.
All right. Benaiah's podcast.
Better make me some money here in the future.
All right.
Because you're going to have to get more than 10,000 subscribers because the house that I want is I need each one of them subscribers to pay on that thing. It's going to be so pretty. I want it on one of them lakes up here near one of the...
I'm going to start Patreon.
Up here near Kiowee. So if that nuclear... The only way of depreciating value is if that nuclear plant blow up.
Okay. Now the last one, and I think I already know what you're going to say. Brian Reader.
Everybody.
Exactly. This was actually a really good one. I really enjoyed this, and I miss you, man.
What's wrong?
I really miss you, man.
You say like
anyone,
I'm going
everybody.
to jail, like I made parole.
Guys, nah.
Like, we gotta go lock his daddy back up, man. You know, he doing 25 to life for murder.
No, Hans, because you don't get it's been a long time since we've done a collab like this. But anyway, everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks to my father, Brian Reader, everybody. And go follow him on Facebook, and you still got Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Follow me on that
Instagram and Facebook.
Facegram.
Facegram. And I will leave that link in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the heck out of this, cause road to 10K. All right, we can do it, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Comment down below what y'all want, what else y'all want, cause you know I read the comments and cause I need to. I love y'all. I'll check on y'all guys.
Don't
next
send
time.
me no questions.
Send me the questions.
I don't even answer emails. I don't. That's the grown people that know me. They know how.
But yeah, I'll catch y'all guys next time. This will be uploaded today. All right.
Me. You can page me.
I'm gonna upload this episode today.
People.
I'll give y'all some further notice on my Patreon, which I'll be making. I'm gonna catch y'all guys next time.
Rotary phone.